Miller Hardware acquired Whitehead in 1973. This was just after my father, Dutton, came back from college. My grandfather kind of threw it at him and said, hey, take this and figure it out. Miller Hardware really dates back all the way to 1908, when my great-grandfather founded the company in a small town outside of Valdosta named Lakeland. And then it wasn't until after World War II that the business uprooted and came to Valdosta. Gone from furniture to retail to home goods to this and that. It's always to meet our customers' demands. But now, thankfully, we have Whitehead, we have Miller, we have a residential garden center. It's really diversified and it's helped us hopefully continue to grow and for some sustainability. I think good customer service is making it easy for your customer. You know, everybody's buying habits are changing, especially as the younger buyer comes into play. They might not want a 30-minute face-to-face conversation twice a week. They might want an email, a text message. It's important that you recognize how they prefer to buy and that you make yourself available in that manner. I think what's most important is to stay relevant, to realize that change is coming, whether it's the way people shop, such as e-commerce. You've got to tailor how you're going to business to your customer as opposed to maybe the traditional path or what's worked well in the past. If you can't get it to their door the next day, somebody else can. We try to partner with certain folks around the community that are also making a big difference. Wiregrass is our local technical college, and many of the students that go through Wiregrass enter our customers' workforce. So we find it very important to walk beside them as they're going through their school years in hopes that they're going to become a customer one day.
So an example of our partnership with Whitehead is a student named Morgan. Morgan came to us after high school. He was a dual enrollment student in high school.
There's a lot of opportunity for this field of work. And when I noticed that, I started going as hard as I could and put as much work into it as I could. And most people, when they go in there, they're just kind of like, you know, it's a job, whatever, it pays the bills. But the more I did it, the more I got into it, and the more I felt it, and the more I wanted to do it.
In the welding program, he was great. He was a very successful student. He competed at Skills USA, both the state level and then the national level.
Skilled Tradesman Award is for students that outshine all other students within each program. So each T&I program, they nominated one person from each program.
When he got close to graduation, he was the student that was chosen for the welding program to receive the Whitehead Award. And thanks to that Whitehead Award, he was able to get the startup tools that he needed for his current position.
I think it helped me because I didn't have to go out there and worry about getting a paycheck, so I can start getting tools that I don't have and having to worry about taking somebody else's tools and making sure somebody doesn't take it from me so I can give it back to them. Well, I appreciate it a lot because it helped me, and I think if they could keep it going and help somebody else in line, it would be really good.
We can't operate as a country unless we have people in these fields. Wiregrass and Whitehead have a very similar goal in mind. The students that we are graduating that are going into field to work are also Whitehead's future customers. This particular partnership is really important because it is vital to the success of both Whitehead and Wiregrass. The students that Whitehead supports are going to eventually, hopefully, turn into their long-term customers who are going to grow their own businesses in our communities and employ even more people so that cycle continues.
I think skilled trade's very difficult to come by. It's kind of the common theme that I'm hearing folks are having a hard time finding. When you really break it down, I mean, that's the backbone of our industry. It's the backbone of our country. It's building things, and there has to be a resurgence, and we have to support that, especially as an industry. So we've coined the term the industrial athlete, more so for a recruiting purpose from Wiregrass to come into these schools and show these individuals that there's a very high esteemed career out there for you, and this is how you get there. When you sit down and you analyze what does your customer look like 5-10 years from now, it's those students that are out there going through these programs and getting prepared for a career path locally. I'm very passionate about independent business, independent retail. If you kind of step back and take a look at different industries that involved independent retail, such as the shoe industry or clothing, apparel in general, it's rare. And I think it's very important that as an industry we support the independent distributor. And I think STAFDA does a fantastic job being that voice and being that conduit for us all to get together. I've been going to STAFDA ever since I was probably 9 or 10 years old. It's very easy for us to get in our bubble down here in South Georgia, so it gives us a better perspective of what's going on industry-wide. I think it's critical for networking opportunities, for meeting new vendors. Pretty much anyone in the industry is going to be at the show. It's definitely embedded in our industry. STAFDA provides us with multitude of opportunities. I've personally received support through scholarship to attend UID in Indianapolis and some other education and training opportunities. We have a lot of close colleagues throughout the country now, and it's a result of STAFDA, and we get to see everybody once a year, learn more about business performance and what's working here, what's not working there. It's truly invaluable.
And so partnerships between colleges like us and then industries like Whitehead and organizations such as STAFDA, it helps us triple the effect that we would have if we were each doing it individually. So all of us partnering together, that message gets stronger, it gets bigger, and it gets wider, and that's what we need.
We're all against the same competition. Whether it's the Hiltys of the world or the Grangers and the Fastenals, we're all familiar with that competition, and the only way we can improve one another is to band together and discuss these sort of things and build these relationships with our vendors one-on-one.